Okay, so next up, I am delighted to introduce Katrina Holtzen. She's the account manager from VSP, our account manager from VSP. Katrina has been Sarah's account manager for 9 years, and actually, I think it might be 10 at this point,
Yeah.
because that's my script from last year. How's it going, Katrina?
It's going really well. I'm in the process of just setting up my screen here.
Great. Yep, feel free to share it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, and then we'll go to um, I've got my little thingy up here. So let me go to slideshow from the beginning. Hey, can you see it?
Yep,
Okay.
we can see it. Take it away. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the vision portion of your presentation. I'm sure that you've gone through a lot of benefits so far today. Um, and it's time for VSP. So the first slide talks about the annual eye exam, and we really encourage people to go out and get an annual eye exam, even though you may not need glasses. This eye exam is a comprehensive eye exam and will determine early detection of a lot of health conditions. So go in there, even if you've got 20/20, and get your eye exam. The retinal screening, we're really encouraging folks when they do have their comprehensive eye exam to get a retinal screening. This screening takes a picture of your eye, and when you go to the doctor year after year, they can compare the two images to make sure that they can see anything that's changed from one year to the other. So the copay for this is no more than $39. Without the VSP discount, these retinal screenings can cost you up to $70, $80. Of course, using your benefit is easy. For those of you who had VSP forever, we do encourage you, if you haven't already, to create an account at VSP, and that allows you to check out your personalized benefit information, what you're eligible for, where you went to see your last doctor. You can get your EOB on there. If you need a VSP doctor, go online, you can easily find one. And of course, at VSP, no ID card is needed, but I will tell you, once you're enrolled, you can download an ID card if you wish. That's up to you. And of course, Sarah, and the base plan offers an exam every year, lenses every year, and a frame every 2 years. There's a $175 frame allowance. If you choose to go to Costco, there's a $96 frame allowance. For lens enhancements, we've got some polycarbs for children. Standard progressives are covered in full. We also added at the beginning of this year UV coating covered in full and impact resistance. The impact resistant, they're calling them that now, but they used to be the polycarbs. You can also have a choice of contact lenses if you choose. The buyout program has a $15 copay for exam glasses. So one time per period copay. Your exam is every 12 months, of course. Frames are every 12 months. You have a 250 allowance on this one. Additionally, what's great about this plan is that you get the premier and custom progressives after a $25 copay. Tints and photochromics are covered in full. AR coating is covered after a $25 copay. Covered in full is UV, and of course the polycarbs. Then you get your contact lens allowance. If you choose glasses, if you choose contacts instead of glasses, you'll have a $200 allowance. Essential medical eye care. This kind of kicked in after COVID or during COVID. So we put this plan in so to take the pressure off your primary doctor during that time period, and we left it in because it was so popular. So if you have like a sudden change in vision, or if you get pink eye, or if you need to monitor some ongoing conditions, you can go into your VSP doctor as you need to for a $20 copay. Convenient access. So we, of course, have doctors all over, and now we have VisionWorks that is part of our plan network. We also have our doctors that are called Premier Edge doctors, and those are doctors who will offer more options, more savings for you. If you like break your glasses and you go to a Premier doctor, they will replace it for you. So the Premier doctors, when you're looking for a doctor, those are the ones with the orange banner. Iconic. So this is a VSP owned online website. So you can use your VSP benefits through this website to purchase glasses, frames. The only thing you need to make sure of is if you buy complete sets of glasses, that you have a current prescription. The current prescription is not more than 12 months old. This is actually a fun website if you want to go play with it, because you're able to virtually try on the glasses and see if you like them or not. You can, if you get frames, you can have your frames sent to your doctor's office and they can put in the lenses for you, or you could get this complete glasses there. So it's a great website. If you choose to go out of network, obviously, you know, your benefit won't cover as much. We strongly advise people stay in network, especially since we have such a wide network available. But this is the reimbursement schedule that you can expect to get back if you do go out of network. If you do, you just pay for the claim, you go online and you can submit online. You can still mail in if you choose. This talks about our customer service, and we have a lot of language support there. We have over 500 customer service reps. Any questions that you have about your plan, they can help you with, or if you have an issue at a doctor's office and you just want to clarify something, feel free to give them a call. True Hearing, this has been one of our best partnerships with True Hearing. You can save up to 60% on hearing aids with True Hearing. This is not a VSP company. This is just a joint partnership. But we do have a lot of information on our website, or you can call them directly and they'll be able to sign you up. So with VSP, of course, we have our lots of offers and extras and discounts, and they change a lot of the time. They update them. Sometimes the discounts are deeper. Sometimes they're contact lenses. You get discounts on them. If you wear contact lenses, I strongly suggest that you go online and see what the offers are, because sometimes they're really deep. So that's awesome. The extra $20 on featured frames, that is above your allowance. So if you choose a frame that VSP is partnered with, you'll get an extra 20% towards those frames. If you choose popular lens options that are not covered under the plan, you have a few of them there already, then any options that you choose that are not covered by your current program, you'll get 30% off. So VSP, any questions or concerns you have, customer service numbers on there, visit our website, and again, register for online to get all your personalized information. And if you have any questions at all, we can help. So that's the presentation in a nutshell. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay, I'm sure we have a bunch of questions in here. Let's
Good.
see
Love
here.
that part.
Okay. So let's see. Maybe you can answer this question. I received a discount at Kaiser when I got my glasses. Is the I'm sorry, is the VSP frame allowance in addition to that?
No, so Kaiser is out of network. So what you would do is submit your receipts to us, and then we will reimburse you according to the out of network. So let me go back to the out of network, since we're talking about the out of network.
So it sounds like if they might have some benefits through Kaiser, Kaiser might pay some, but could they submit reimbursements for the rest to VSP?
Yeah, so as long as you're as you paid more than the reimbursement schedule that's on the screen now, then we'll pay the difference.
Okay.
We
Um,
won't
and
we won't double pay you, if that's the question.
okay. And then there's another question regarding Kaiser. Um, so Kaiser is not a VSP provider to answer that question. Um, but they're asking about the copays regarding Kaiser versus VSP, and I guess that means maybe going to an exam. So what is the copay for a vision exam for VSP?
So it depends on what plan you're under. If you're under the base plan for the eye exam, there is no copay, but there is a $25 copay for lenses and frame. If you're under the buy-up plan, there's a $15 copay for exam and glasses. So that is a one-time per period copay. So if you go in and get your exam at Kaiser, for example, and then you get your prescription and you take it to your eye doctor, there would be a $15 copay. If you go to a VSP doctor and you get your exam, you pay your $15. And if you go back 3 months later to get glasses, there will not be a copay. It's a one-time per period copay.
Okay, great. So then, and to answer the question about Kaiser, I think what you would do is take what you know about, on the slide and in our enrollment guide from what the copays are and what the coverages are from VSP, and then you would need to contact Kaiser and see what their copays and coverages are, and then you can compare them.
Exactly.
Okay, so question. I wear progressive lenses. Is the higher plan a better fit for me in terms of savings for progressive lenses?
Yes. That's the answer for you. So, Premier and custom progressives can cost you up to like $180. They're covered in full after a $25 copay. If you use standard progressives, then under both plans, they're covered in full without a copay.
Okay, great. There's a question. Are all these programs you spoke of in the enrollment packet or on the VSP site? Yes. So just as a reminder, the open enrollment packet has been mailed out to all ACERA retirees. So you should receive that in the mail if you haven't already received it. And that has our retiree enrollment guide, and there's a whole section on vision benefits in there. If you have not received it yet and you want to look at an electronic copy of it right now, you can just go to acera.org/guide. And I'm typing that into the Q&A to give you a link to that. And you can see our enrollment guide right now online. And so that, again, that's acera.org/guide. Okay, next question. If I get frames / glasses from Costco, do all the discounts apply under standard or premium plan? So they're saying it's $96 for Costco.
So that's the base plan. And I'm sorry, what was the question? Other
The question is,
coding?
if I get frames and glasses from Costco,
Yeah,
do all the discounts apply under the standard plan and or the premium plan?
not the savings on other lens enhancements. No, those are only through a VSP doctor.
Okay. And Costco is not a VSP doctor.
they're part of our plan, but they're not part of that, not part of the 30% savings.
Okay.
But I will tell you, having said that, and that's because they're already discounted. Costco is a discount warehouse, so everything that you get through them is discounted anyway. So if you were to compare going to a doctor and getting the 30% discount and going to Kaiser and get lens options with their discount, it would be relatively the same.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Sure.
Okay, next question. If you buy special frames from partners or lens features, do you have to submit a separate reimbursement?
If those, well, no, you could put them on if they're out of network. I think I'm not sure I understand the question exactly. Are you talking about out of network?
If you buy special frames from partners,
Is, are they talking about VSP partners?
I guess so. I'm going to assume they're talking about VSP partners.
So VSP partners is VSP. So if you go to a VSP provider, they are submitting the claim for you. If you go to two different VSP providers, they will still submit the claims for you. But just a heads up on that. When a VSP doctor gets an authorization, they get an authorization for all the benefits that you're available for at that time. If you are planning to go to a VSP provider for one thing, whether it's the exam or the materials, and then go to another VSP provider, you need to make sure that the initial authorization is only for the services that you're going to get at that VSP provider. Because we won't know what you got at the first provider until a claim comes in and then releases the rest of the benefits, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I hope that answers the question.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I think it does. Okay, if you need an eye exam more than once a year, what will be the cost?
Well, the plan provides once every year only, but I do want to then point to the essential medical eye care. If there's a reason that you need to have another exam, you could use the essential medical eye care portion of the benefit. And I've got that up there. And what that usually entails is if you have a cause to have a second exam, like a sudden loss, or if you have diabetic eye care disease and you find it's affecting your eyes, by all means, yeah, use this benefit. It's a $20 copay, and it's as often as you need it.
Okay, great. Okay, next question. If you do not use the VSP benefit during the year, do those unused benefits roll over to the next year?
No, they don't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So it's kind
It
of like
stays
a
out
use it
there
or lose it.
until you use it.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
based on let me just touch base on that again. So
sure.
it's based on date of service. So if you go in to have an eye exam in March, you would be eligible for March.
Okay. Because the plan year starts over on February 1st. So if you go in March, you got to wait till the next February 1st comes around to schedule your next appointment. Okay, next question. I purchased eyeglasses at Costco less than 12 months ago. I sat on my glasses this morning. Darn it. Sorry that happened. That's
I'm
terrible.
sorry about that.
Um, but it's fortunate that you're able to get to talk to our VSP rep right now. Okay, so the question is, can I go through VSP if I need them replaced? And if so, would it be less expensive than going to Costco? And just to So, and it looks like they purchased the eyeglasses at Costco less than 12 months ago.
Yeah, so what do you know what plan is on the base plan or the buyout
Um, they
or the
don't say
premium?
whether it's the base plan or the buyout plan, the premier plan.
Okay, so Costco may have their own guarantee on that. So I would suggest that they go back to Costco and talk to them about it. Um, Under the current plan right now, you'll be able to go to your VSP doctor and you'll be able to get a discount because you bought them within 12 months. But you may be better off just going to Costco and seeing what they will do.
Yeah, that sounds like a good strategy. Yeah, again, sorry that happened.
At least the
Okay,
dog didn't run off with them.
right? Like at least you. Okay, so next question. Are all retirees who have over 10 years of service in the base plan? And the answer is yes, you're at least in the base plan. If you retired from a SARA with at least 10 years of service credit or a service-connected disability, you are at least in the VSP base plan, and uh, the enrollment is mandatory, but it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to pay the monthly premium for that. And then you have the opportunity, if you want to buy up into the higher premier plan, um, also known as the buyout plan. And what you would pay is the difference between the premium for the higher plan and the subsidy for the lower plan. And there's a chart that shows you what the out-of-pocket cost would be for that in the back of the retiree enrollment guide. So again, the address to look at the retiree enrollment guide is acera.org/guide. Okay, next question. Do ophthalmologists accept VSP?
There are ophthalmologists on our panel. Most of our doctors are ODs. If you need to see an ophthalmologist, those are the doctors on our list that have MDs after them. I would, when I used to go to the Acera benefit fairs, I used to encourage folks who have medical conditions to go see an ophthalmologist because sometimes our ophthalmologists, well, not sometimes they can work with your primary doctor as well, and that it's just a continuity of care there that you wouldn't have normally.
Okay,
So, but yeah, we have them on our panel, and the benefits are the same.
that makes sense. Okay, so there's a comment. When will the 2024 booklet be available? The one they're saying the one in the packet. If you go to acera.org/guide, the retiree enrollment guide that pops up is the let me just wait for it to load here, just so I can read what it says on the cover. It is the 2024 retiree enrollment guide. Now, if you're going to acera.org/guide and what's coming up for you in your browser does not say 2024 retiree enrollment guide, go ahead and refresh that page using the refresh button in your browser. You can also press Control R to refresh that, and then you should see the 2024 retiree enrollment guide. And that is the one that is in the open enrollment packet that was sent to you in the mail. Okay, next question. What is a polycarbonate lens?
Polycarbonate lenses are impact resistant lenses. So they're designed not to shatter if anything hits your glasses. So that's why we cover polycarbs for children. That's on VSP's dime. because they do a lot, because kids are kids, they're just rough sometimes. And so that's what they are, impact resistant
Okay, great.
lenses.
Okay, so there's a question. How do I sign up for the buy-up plan? You do that during open enrollment. So you're in luck because open enrollment is the month of November. So it's just about to start. If you want to change from the standard plan to the buy-up plan, you would follow the instructions in the retiree enrollment guide. And one of the things that you would be doing is filling out our vision enrollment form. And on the vision enrollment form, you would be marking that as that you are wanting to change into the buy-up plan. That form is online. It's so when you follow the instructions and click on the form, it's going to open up DocuSign, and you're going to fill out that form in DocuSign online and hit submit. So you don't have to get any printers involved or paper involved. You don't have to use the mail or try to send us a fax. You can do it all online. Now, for those of you who don't want to do it all online, I understand. You can contact us at acera.org/contact to send us an email, or just simply by calling us at 510-628-3000. And we will send an enrollment form to you in the mail if you want to do it that way. But I have to say the DocuSign form is very easy, and you can resubmit your enrollment within 5 minutes or less. And it just goes right to us, and there's really no hassle involved with that. You're going to want to do that during the month of November, though. So wait a few days, wait till after Halloween next week, and then you can change to the buyout plan. And then that would take effect for February 1st. Now, if you have a qualifying event, you could possibly get into the plan before that. And qualifying events have to do with major changes in your life, like getting married, getting divorced, a death to one of your dependents, moving a certain distance. So there are various qualifying events that would get you, that would allow you to do that earlier. You can, if you want more information about that, you can give us a call at 510-628-3000. Okay, next question. And let me just do a time check here. So our next presentation is for VIA benefits is scheduled to start at 12:15. And we're right at noon, so we have 15 more minutes to take your questions. Okay, so next question. What about frames and lenses online after getting the prescription from UC Berkeley? And I guess the question is, can you get your prescription and then can you go just buy frames and lenses online somewhere?
Yeah, you can. If you, let me just, I'm going to find the iconic. So if you have a valid prescription and you want glasses, you could use the VSP's iconic. You can go to another, if you go to a non-VSP provider, that would be considered out of network, and you would submit your receipts to us.
Okay, that makes it easy.
And this is the out of network claims submission website.
Okay, very easy. Okay, next question. What is the difference in the two types of progressive lenses shown on the chart under the two VSP plans?
So the standard progressive is just a progressive where it is a pretty simple progressive. A lot of people have very complicated prescriptions and will need either the Premier or a custom progressive. And those run higher because, not to get too technical, but the machines that they use for a Premier type lens and a custom lens is a lot more complicated. It's a lot more involved. The equipment is a lot more specialized. So for the standard progressive, they're pretty much just taking the line out. So you'll see up the top where it says lined bifocal. That is the lens that just has the line. So that's already covered in full. So you still have your two different prescriptions in your top and your bottom. But for the progressives, what that is, that's a process of taking out that line. And when it's a standard progressive, it's a pretty simple process. When it's a premier or a custom progressive, it's a much more involved, high-tech process. Does that make sense?
It does. It's very interesting. I did not know that.
Okay.
Okay, next question. If you don't use Kaiser and you want to use a VSP doctor, can you get diabetic care also and laser treatments?
Yes. The simple answer to that is yes. If you're talking about the LASIK program, we have a discount program. The way you use VSP's LASIK program is to go to your VSP doctor and get evaluated. Once it's determined that you are a candidate, then they'll refer you to the clinic that offers our discounts. If you need a list of who those facilities are, you can find them online under the LASIK program.
Okay, and what about diabetic care?
Yeah, VSP, and that's part of, let me go back to um, the essential eye care that will monitor your diabetic eye care disease. They will also take a picture of your eye, and that's covered, the retinal imaging. We have a whole program in place. So if you go to your VSP doctor and you get your standard care and you need more, then you would use the essential medical eye care plan through the same doctor or another doctor if you choose.
Okay, that's great. Okay, next question. Do exams have to be scheduled 1 year or more apart, even if it's a new insurance year? So, for example, if the exam was in October of 2023, do I have to wait until October of 2024 for an annual exam, or can I do it earlier in 2024?
Well, the plan is on every 12 months. So it's from the date of service to date of service.
Okay, so the answer is yes, they do have to be scheduled 1 year or more apart.
Yep.
So you can't do an exam in like on January 31st and then do another exam on February 1st when the new plan year starts. They have to be a year apart.
Yeah, and I know there was some discussions with the Sarah to change that to plan year rather than service year. I
Hmm.
don't think a final decision's been made on that. There, it's not something that is difficult to do for us if a
Okay.
Sarah decides to go that route.
Okay, I'll make a note of that and we'll see. I'll talk to the team and see if we want to discuss looking at that for next year.
Yep, good.
Okay, next question. If I should purchase lenses and frames online, however, um, I guess maybe this is a follow-up to the earlier question. So it looks like they went to a VSP doctor from UC Berkeley
Okay,
and um, they have their prescription.
perfect.
So they want to know like what the process is to purchase lenses and frames online.
Are they talking about VSP's online service or another?
I don't know. I mean, if they want to do it through VSP, they go to iconic.com, right?
Exactly.
Okay. You go to iconic.com and then you
We
find the
we can
classes.
right.
Go ahead.
We can marry your benefits if you go through Iconic because it's a VSP company. If you
Y-
go to a non-VSP website, then it would be considered out of network. You would pay them, submit the receipts to us, and then we'll reimburse you.
Okay. And so once you log into Iconic, they know that you're a VSP um, a participant once you're in
Right.
there. So
That
they're
they'll
in.
ask you the questions, or if you're already registered through VSP, they'll be able to um, connect the two.
Okay. And they'll apply your benefits to whatever you're trying to buy in there.
Yeah, they give you the option not to apply your benefits
Okay.
because they don't know if you want to buy an extra pair but go and have your pair through the doctor, or if you try what whatever you're trying to do. So you have the option to either use your benefits or not.
Okay. Okay, next question. Let's say that somebody wants to move up into the buyout plan for the next plan year. So during our open enrollment, they fill out our enrollment form, they change to the buyout plan. The question is, what kind of notification will they receive that they are now in the buyout plan? Will they get an email, or will they get any other type of notification?
No, they won't. They what all they need to do is sign on. Once you're registered, your new plan will show.
Okay. And Ish, if you're still available, do we send out a confirmation of any health care plan changes?
Yes, we send those letters out after their process. Usually they go out about, I would say possibly mid-December to early January. It all depends on how the transactions have been completed and so forth. Because we do
Okay,
get
great.
some. Okay. Mhm.
I was just going to say, usually you get a confirmation of the benefits you chose.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So yeah,
perfect.
you'll get that in the mail.
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, and they're following up saying using DocuSign. So yeah, you'll submit the vision enrollment form to make that change through DocuSign electronically. And like I said, you can do that within 5 minutes, and it just hit submit. It comes right to us electronically. But then the notification that you're going to receive about the benefit change is going to come from us in the U.S. mail. Okay, so next question. I need 3 pairs of glasses. I need one for farsightedness, nearsightedness, and for the computer. Are all 3 of those glasses covered?
No.
Because you just
So
get the one glasses per, per year or per 12 or 24 months, depending on which plan you're in, right?
yeah, and I will say, so I have bifocal. You can get glasses for distance and short, long and short, um, through getting a bifocal or a trifocal. Um, it takes a little bit, I will say, for people who are new to the bifocal and trifocal. Sometimes it takes a little bit of adjustment, because so yeah, 3 pairs of glasses. I would
So
lose
you
track
could
of.
take care of that all of those needs all within one pair, including the computer, where you might want to add like a blue light coating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What assistance can VSP offer to a glaucoma patient?
Okay, this goes back to the Essential Medical Eye Care Plan. There's a separate program, and that also tracks glaucoma as well.
Okay. So they are
And
screening for glaucoma, right? And they're tracking glaucoma.
yeah, so the Essential Medical Eye Care Plan is as needed program. So if you feel that you need your benefits because of these conditions more than once a year, then you can use this one.
Okay. But it sounds like the plan does provide coverage for glaucoma treatment.
Yep.
Okay, great. Next question. Okay, this is more of a comment. It would be nice to make the distance between the exams match the plan year rather than the benefit the plan year rather than having to do the calendar year. So yeah, we will definitely consider that. We'll look at that. So thanks for that comment.
And it's a
Okay,
great
next
option.
question. Yeah. Does VSP cover cataract removal?
That is a medical condition, and that should be under your medical plan.
Okay. So yeah, you would want to check with your medical insurance provider on cataract
Absolutely.
removal.
And that would be that if that question came up to me at the benefit fair, I would say ask them at that point if the VSP provider they chose was an ophthalmologist.
Okay.
And if
That's a good
not,
tip.
I would suggest that they move to an ophthalmologist under the plan.
So the next question is, if it seems like if I skip a year, it seems like I lose out.
Well,
And
definitely. We want
yeah,
you to use the plan every year. We really want you to get a comprehensive eye exam every year. But yeah.
yeah. And so I guess the rules kind of that the possibility of losing out is kind of a bit of an incentive to go ahead and get that eye exam scheduled before the plan year is over so that you don't lose out.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Okay, let's see here. We have about 2 minutes left. And then I guess there's a follow-up. I'm not sure if this is a follow-up to the glaucoma question. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's a follow-up to, but the question is, would that apply to macular degeneration? So
Yes.
maybe is care for macular degeneration covered?
Yes. Under the essential medical, yes.
Okay, great.
And again, to that person, I would also suggest an ophthalmologist. Our eye doctors can handle a lot of the everything that's covered under the essential medical eye care. And the reason that I talk about ophthalmologists is because as we get older, we have so much more that's going on and can go wrong with our bodies and our eyesight. And so, and a lot of times it's in conjunction with. And so if you have, medical conditions, a ophthalmologist and even our regular doctors can coordinate the benefits with your work. They can work with your primary doctor as well. And they just want to choose the best course of treatment for you. And and
Okay.
the more information they have, obviously, the better off they are.
And that actually is a good segue into our final question that we have time for, which is that they're saying that they have Medicare. How does the essential medical coverage, or will the essential medical coverage be secondary? And they have glaucoma.
I believe it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not all up on all the the Medicare intricacies. There
Right,
seems
what
to be a
Medicare
lot of
covers.
rules and regs about that. But the doctor's office will know, and they will
Okay,
work with you.
great. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with us, Katrina. The
Well, you are
presentation
very
was
welcome.
excellent. The breadth of your knowledge of vision and the plan is amazing. So thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome, and hi, Ish.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Do you need me for anything else?
You can feel free to hang out for the rest of the other two presentations in the health fair, or you can feel free to do whatever you need to do.
All right. Well, thank you, and everybody have a great day, and thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Katrina.
much, Katrina.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
Take care.